Interesting story today, viewers, that is broken. Polling across 5 phases is over. 424 seats have already seen stiff competition. But the BJP is already declaring a massive victory. Today, Union Minister Prakash Javadekar in fact claimed the BJP will win upwards of 300 seats on its own. And he's predicting that the NDA will do better than the 330-odd seats it won in 2014. His prediction comes 48 hours after the Prime Minister told Times Now he was confident of the BJP battering its 2014 total. That's right. Even he said he'd demolish it, he'd go beyond. Listen to these claims that have been made by the Prime Minister and a colleague of his in government, Prakash Javadekar.
2019 में जब से चुनाव के लिए मेरा दौरा हुआ है, हिंदुस्तान के सभी राज्यों में गया हूं, मैं इस विश्वास से हूं कि पहली बार देश में प्रो इनकम्बेंसी वेव है। ये सबसे बड़ी बात है। दूसरा, भारतीय जनता पार्टी पहले से ज्यादा सीटों पर विजयी होगी, पूर्ण बहुमत के साथ आएगी। हमारे एनडीए के सभी साथी भी पूर्ण बहुमत के साथ आएंगे। उनकी जो संख्या है उसको भी बढ़ेगी, उनकी भी संख्या बढ़ेगी।
सुरक्षा, तरक्की और नेतृत्व तीनों का प्रतीक मोदी जी बन गए, इसलिए लोग मोदी जी के पीछे खड़े हैं और इसलिए एक बहुत जबरदस्त लहर देश भर में है। देश भर में हम 300 से ज्यादा सीटें भारतीय जनता पार्टी अपने बलबूते पर जीतेगी और एनडीए के 350 से ज्यादा टोटल होगी और 2/3 बहुमत के साथ हम सरकार में वापसी करेंगे, यह हमें पूरा विश्वास है।
There you go. Are these projections by the Bharatiya Janata Party credible? That's the baseline question. Now, for these things to come true, for this prediction to come true, the BJP has to outperform itself in the heartland states. Most of them are contiguous with the Hindi belt, viewers. Now, the BJP believes it can better its performance over 2014 because it has actually worked very hard to target voters through various schemes that it has actually implemented. In the Hindi heartland, under the Jan Dhan scheme, it has opened more than 1 crore of accounts. And the coverage of the accounts that have been opened has been 52%. The Saubhagya scheme, you can see for yourselves the new connections, more than 15 crores there. 64% is the coverage. Ujjwala, 34 crore cylinders given according to the Bharatiya Janata Party, 53% coverage in just the Hindi heartland. Houses built, that's the huge number there, 52% was in the Hindi heartland. So it believes that it has done a lot of work here. It also then needs to do significantly well in the east, 25 seats in the northeast, and there are 21 seats in Odisha and 42 seats, viewers, in Bengal. It has to win a large number of those seats. Now, it says that because the turnout figures are so high in these states, it is confident that the Modi wave is having an effect. And you can see some of the turnout figures. In 2019, the turnout is 1.4% higher. In Odisha, it's almost the same, statistically insignificant, viewers. In West Bengal, 2 more phases to go. It's just 2% less than in 2014, and in the northeast, it's actually in the positive. So that's what the BJP believes is going to get it more than 300 seats. Now, I want to open this out. G.V.R. Narasimha Rao stays with us. Ashirvardhan Achari is there. Rajiv Desai, Nishant Verma stay on. I want to come straight out to Mr. Achari. Mr. Achari, is this a boast which can be credibly backed up by empirical data, or do you believe that this is being said out of a sense of taking the electorate for granted? Hubris is speaking. Overconfidence.
No, Rahul. No, no, Rahul, it is not overconfidence. It is achievable and it is being done. The last 5 phases wherever polling has been done, the undercurrent has been now visible. The people who have voted, they are giving a positive feedback, and that is why if the Prime Minister and the Minister in his cabinet have come and vote openly and said that we are going to get 300 plus and our partners are going to get 350 plus, that is achievable, and you need not have any doubt, iota of doubt on this. And coming to that, the one simple example I would like to give is, take West Bengal. The West Bengal, the Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee is completely rattled. You see the 5 phases. Your own correspondent was beaten up very badly. The candidates are beaten, and every place there is attempt to murder the candidates. Even Mr. Kailash Vijayvargiya, the Prabhari of BJP has almost was to be butchered by the TMC people. And that
so you're saying
the
this is a sign of
completely
this
rattled,
is sign of
not only in the north.
Underconfidence. That's what you're saying. Okay, let me bring in GV Narasimha Rao, who's actually a pollster also. He was a leading pollster, and I want to ask you, GV Narasimha Rao, I know that in a few days we'll put out exit polls. But the BJP making such a huge prediction, even before the elections are over, many people are saying that this is akin to taking the electorate for granted.
No, Rahul, this is visible on the ground. Anyone who hasn't closed his eyes, anyone who is willing to listen to the voices on the ground will tell you that the buzz this time is much stronger compared to 2014. Because today you have a complete positive incumbency in favor of the government. In 2014, it was a positive vote for the Prime Minister and also a vote against the Congress's corruption. Today, it's entirely positive vote, and these voices are visible. Just look back. And if I were to make a similar prediction in before assembly polls in UP, would you have accepted it that we are winning more than 300
But you also
seats?
made the same predictions in Madhya Pradesh,
I said we
Rajasthan,
are winning
and Chhattisgarh,
325
and so look at how
assembly, and I
spectacularly
gave
they
it on a
backfired.
slip of note to an English newspaper journalist.
Okay. They also backfired.
You wouldn't have found it credible then.
In December.
282 for the BJP in 2014 wouldn't have sounded credible.
In December, they
today
backfired.
The voter is not going
predictions.
according to these calculations that you
In
and I
Gujarat,
made.
they backfired. In Karnataka, they backfired. The previous 1.5 years has not been the best for the Bharatiya Janata Party. Okay, so you're saying that you've traveled the length and breadth, you've seen the enthusiasm. Let me bring in Mr. Rajiv Desai. Mr. Desai, many people are also saying that the bitter attack, the constant focus on the Prime Minister by the opposition has turned an issue-based election into a personality-based one, and unfortunately, that's been a strategic error. Because when you compare the Prime Minister to others on the other side, they don't quite acquit themselves.
I don't know about all this, Rahul. These are loud, boastful claims that the BJP always makes in advance of the last rounds of the elections. There is a natural anti-incumbency. The BJP has a full house in at least 6 states. That means they won every single seat. The BJP has a very, very high house in another 5 or 6 states. So, they've got about 10 or 12 states where they simply cannot repeat that amount, no matter what. Then there is a complete ignoring of the record of this government, starting with demonetization, the really mucked up implementation of the GST, the general public chaos, the lynchings, the killing of intellectuals, all of these things. I don't think people forget that easily.
Okay.
And they can say, I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow they claim they'll win all the 542 seats. But so there can be only 2 or 3 reasons for that. One is they have no clue about how incumbency and anti-incumbency works. Number 2, maybe they have a method by which they can win these numbers. And number 3 is just a boast.
Okay,
it's just a boast.
Fine.
And basically, I think that they'll find it very hard to repeat whatever they've done.
Well, you've heard both sides, viewers. We are moving.